Question 1. Which of the following is true regarding the role of the Mississippi Insurance Commissioner in regulating the insurance market in the state? A. The Commissioner has the authority to approve or deny rate filings for insurance products. B. The Commissioner can directly set insurance premiums for all insurance companies. C. The Commissioner oversees the marketing and advertising strategies of insurance companies. D. The Commissioner has the power to issue new laws relating to insurance policies in Mississippi. Answer A. The Commissioner has the authority to approve or deny rate filings for insurance products. Explanation. The Mississippi Insurance Commissioner plays a critical role in regulating the insurance market by approving or rejecting insurance rates submitted by insurers. This oversight ensures that rates remain fair and reasonable for consumers while maintaining the financial solvency of insurers. The Commissioner does not directly set premiums, but reviews filings to ensure compliance with state laws and consumer protection standards. The Commissioner's powers do not extend to directly issuing new laws, option D, or overseeing marketing strategies, option C. The regulation of insurance rates is outlined under Mississippi insurance laws, which provide framework for reviewing insurer practices. Question 2. Mr. Davis is a licensed insurance agent in Mississippi. He was offered a large commission for selling a life insurance policy that includes a rider with extremely high premiums, which he knows his client may not be able to afford. What is Mr. Davis' ethical obligation under Mississippi law? A. He should inform the client that the policy is unaffordable but proceed with the sale for the commission. B. He must advise the client on more affordable policy options, even if it means a smaller commission for him. C. He should sell the policy regardless of the client's financial situation, as the client can decide to cancel later. D. He is obligated to sell the policy as it is in the client's best interest, regardless of the premium cost. Answer. B. He must advise the client on more affordable policy options, even if it means a smaller commission for him. Explanation. Under the Mississippi Insurance Code, ethical conduct is paramount for insurance agents. Agents must act in the best interest of their clients and avoid conflicts of interest that may lead to financially harmful decisions for the client. This includes providing clients with suitable options within their financial means, even if that results in a smaller commission, misleading clients about the affordability of a policy, option A, or ignoring their financial capacity. Option C violates the fiduciary duties of the agent. Selling an unaffordable policy, option D, is also not advisable, as it does not serve the client's interests and could lead to complaints or legal consequences. Agents should always prioritize the welfare of their clients. Question 3, scenario-based. Ms. Jenkins, a policyholder, purchased a homeowner's insurance policy in Mississippi. After heavy storm, her property suffered damage from fallen trees. However, when she filed claim, the insurer denied her claim, citing that fallen tree damage is not covered under her current policy's exclusions. Ms. Jenkins believes the insurer is wrong. What should Ms. Jenkins do next? A. Accept the insurer's decision and make repairs to her property. B. File complaint with the Mississippi Department of Insurance and request review of the claim. C. Immediately sue the insurer in court for damages. D. Cancel her policy and buy a new one with different insurer. Answer. B. File a complaint with the Mississippi Department of Insurance and request a review of the claim. Explanation. In this scenario, Ms. Jenkins has the right to dispute the insurer's claim denial through the Mississippi Department of Insurance, MDI. The department can investigate and assist in resolving claims disputes, ensuring that insurance companies adhere to state laws and contractual obligations. Simply accepting the insurer's decision, option A, would leave the situation unresolved. Suing the insurer, option C, is an extreme measure that should be considered after exhausting all other avenues. Cancelling the policy, option D, may not address the underlying issue, and she may still face difficulties with future claims if her dispute is unresolved. The appropriate course of action is to file complaint with the MDI for review. Question 4. Which of the following practices is considered a violation under Mississippi insurance law concerning unfair trade practices? A. Offering an insurance policy with a guaranteed return rate over 10 years, clearly stated in the contract. B. Providing a premium rebate to a customer after they purchase an insurance policy. C. Encouraging a client to switch insurers for a low premium without examining their current coverage. D. Offering discounts on premiums for customers who buy multiple policies with the same insurer. Answer. B. Providing a premium rebate to a customer after they purchase an insurance policy. Explanation. Under Mississippi insurance laws, premium rebating is prohibited. Rebate practices are considered unfair trade practices because they can lead to misrepresentation or create an unequal competitive advantage in the marketplace. Offering rebates, option B, could be seen as an inducement for the consumer to purchase, a policy which could compromise the principle of fair competition. The other practices, A, C, D, are not inherently illegal as long as they are fully disclosed and in compliance with state law. Those selling practices must always prioritize transparency and proper evaluation of clients' needs. Question 5. Which of the following statements best reflects the role of the Mississippi Insurance Department MDA in regulating insurance companies? A. The MDA sets premium rates for all types of insurance policies sold in Mississippi. B. The MDA reviews insurance companies' solvency and financial stability to ensure their ability to pay claims. C. The MDA directly handles insurance claims for policyholders in the state. D. The MDA can revoke an insurance company's license only for criminal offenses, not for financial instability. Answer. B. The MDA reviews insurance company solvency and financial stability to ensure their ability to pay claims. Explanation. The Mississippi Insurance Department plays a regulatory role to ensure the financial health of insurance companies. It monitors insurers' financial stability and solvency, which is crucial to ensure that companies can meet their claims obligations to policyholders. The MDA does not set premiums, option A, directly. Individual claims, option C, or restrict actions to just criminal offenses, option D. Instead, the department focuses on maintaining consumer protection by ensuring that insurers remain financially viable and solvent to pay out claims when needed. Question 6. Mr. Thompson is an insurance agent in Mississippi who recently sold a health insurance policy to a client. The policy included certain exclusions related to pre-existing conditions, but the client was not informed of this exclusion at the time of sale. What could be the potential consequence for Mr. Thompson under Mississippi law? A. The client may file a complaint with the Mississippi Department of Insurance for misrepresentation. B. Mr. Thompson will not face any penalties as long as the client signed the policy documents. C. The policy will automatically be invalid due to the exclusion not being disclosed. D. The insurance company will be required to pay for the treatment related to pre-existing conditions. Answer A. The client may file a complaint with the Mississippi Department of Insurance for misrepresentation. Explanation. Mississippi law requires that insurance agents provide complete and accurate information to clients regarding all aspects of their policies, including exclusions. Failing to disclose an exclusion, such as the one related to pre-existing conditions, is considered a violation of ethical standards and could lead to a misrepresentation complaint filed with the Mississippi Department of Insurance (MDI). If the agent intentionally failed to inform the client of important exclusions, it could be deemed fraudulent or unethical. The policy would not automatically be invalid, option C, and the insurance company is not required to cover pre-existing conditions, option D, if they are excluded in the policy. Question 7. Which of the following is true regarding the continuing education requirements for licensed insurance producers in Mississippi? A. Producers must complete 20 hours of continuing education every year, with 5 hours specifically on ethics. B. Continuing education is required only every 2 years for producers to maintain their licenses. C. Producers can skip continuing education if they have been licensed for more than 10 years. D. All continuing education courses must be approved by the Mississippi Department of Insurance. Answer. D. All continuing education courses must be approved by the Mississippi Department of Insurance. Explanation. In Mississippi, licensed insurance producers are required to complete continuing education (C) courses to maintain their license. These courses must be approved by the Mississippi Department of Insurance (MDI). The department ensures that the courses are relevant to the industry and align with the knowledge required to be an effective and insurance professional. While the C requirements do vary, continuing education is not optional and must be completed as per the state's guidelines. Option is incorrect because the required number of hours may vary and options B and C do not accurately reflect the regulations. Question 8. Under Mississippi law, an insurance producer must A. Share a portion of their commission with their clients to maintain transparency, B. Complete a background check before being licensed, with disqualifications for certain criminal offenses, C. Only provide insurance advice when the client specifically requests it and never initiate the conversation, D. Disclose any potential conflicts of interest after the sale is made, not during the sale. Answer. B. Complete a background check before being licensed, with disqualifications for certain criminal offenses. Explanation: Mississippi insurance law requires that all insurance producers, agents undergo a criminal background check before being licensed. If the producer has a felony conviction, especially related to fraud or dishonesty, they could be disqualified from obtaining or renewing their license. This ensures that licensed producers meet and legal standards to protect consumers. Option is not a requirement under Mississippi law, and option C is incorrect because insurance producers are obligated to proactively provide advice and guidance to clients. Option D is also incorrect because conflicts of interest must be disclosed at the time of sale, not after. Question 9. Mr. Walker has a homeowner's insurance policy with dwelling limit of $200,000. His home suffers $250,000 in damage after fire. How will his claim be handled under the terms of his policy if it includes an 80% coinsurance clause? A. He will receive $250,000 as his insurance coverage exceeds the damage amount. B. He will receive the full $200,000 regardless of the damage amount because of the coinsurance clause. C. He will receive reduced payout because he is underinsured based on the coinsurance requirement. D. He will receive an amount equal to his deductible regardless of the damage. Answer: C. He will receive a reduced payout because he is underinsured based on the coinsurance requirement. Explanation: in insurance policies with a coinsurance clause, the policyholder is required to insure the property for a certain percentage, typically 80% of its full value. If the policyholder fails to meet this requirement, the insurer will reduce the payout in the event of a claim. In this case, Mr. Walker's policy covers only $2,000 of the $250,000 damage, and since the coinsurance clause is 80%, he is considered underinsured. The insurer will calculate the payout based on the proportion of insurance coverage relative to the required coverage, reducing the amount paid out. Therefore, he will not receive the full $250,000, but rather a reduced amount. Question 10. What is the primary purpose of the Mississippi Insurance Fraud Prevention Act? A. To criminalize all forms of fraudulent behavior in the sale of insurance policies. B. To regulate the premiums charged for insurance policies to prevent fraud. C. To establish penalties for fraudulent claims and to encourage the reporting of insurance fraud. D. To provide financial assistance to victims of insurance fraud in Mississippi. Answer: C. To establish penalties for fraudulent claims and to encourage the reporting of insurance fraud. Explanation: the Mississippi Insurance Fraud Prevention Act aims to deter insurance fraud by setting penalties for individuals who submit fraudulent claims or engage in deceptive practices within the insurance industry. It also promotes the reporting of fraud through the establishment of the Mississippi Insurance Fraud Bureau, which is responsible for investigating and prosecuting fraudulent activities. While the Act deals with fraud, it does not directly regulate premiums, Option B, or provide financial assistance to victims, Option D. It focuses on preventing fraud and enforcing consequences for those found guilty of fraudulent activities. Question 11. Which of the following is true regarding Mississippi's law on unfair claim settlement practices? A. Insurers are allowed to deny claims without providing a valid reason as long as the policyholder is notified. B. Insurers must promptly acknowledge receipt of a claim and begin investigating within 10 business days. C. A claim can be denied if the insurer deems it unnecessary to investigate the incident. D. Insurers are not required to inform policyholders of their rights regarding dispute resolution during the claims process. Answer: B. Insurers must promptly acknowledge receipt of a claim and begin investigating within 10 business days. Explanation: Mississippi law requires insurers to acknowledge receipt of a claim within a reasonable time frame and to begin investigating the claim promptly, typically within 10 business days. This ensures that policyholders are not left waiting indefinitely for a response. Insurers cannot deny claims arbitrarily. Option A. And investigate all claims properly. The insurer must also keep policyholders informed of their rights and the claims process. Option D. Question 12. What is the purpose of Mississippi's Notice of Cancellation Law? A. To allow insurance companies to cancel policy for any reason within the first 30 days. B. To ensure that policyholders receive adequate notice before their policy is cancelled. C. To restrict the cancellation of policies during the first 6 months of coverage. D. To require policyholders to notify the insurance company if they wish to cancel their policy. Answer: B. To ensure that policyholders receive adequate notice before their policy is cancelled. Explanation: Mississippi's notice of cancellation law requires insurers to provide policyholders with notice before cancelling their insurance policy. This notice must typically be given a specific number of days before the cancellation date, allowing policyholders time to make arrangements for alternative coverage. This law protects consumers by ensuring that not caught unaware by sudden cancellation. It does not allow insurers to cancel policies without notice, option A, or impose 6-month restriction, option C. Policyholders are not obligated to inform the insurer of cancellation, option D, as this is typically initiated by the insurer. Question 13. In Mississippi, an insurance agent is required to have a license for which of the following activities? A. Providing free quotes for home insurance policies. B. Offering insurance advice to a client about their coverage needs. C. Referring clients to an insurance company without making a sale. D. Operating as a claims adjuster on behalf of an insurance company. Answer: B. Offering insurance advice to a client about their coverage needs. Explanation: in Mississippi, an insurance agent must be licensed to offer advice to clients regarding their insurance coverage needs. This includes discussing coverage options, recommending policies, and explaining terms. Providing quotes, option A, does not require a license unless it involves advising clients or recommending policies. Referring clients, option C, require an agent's license unless the agent engages in a sale. A claims adjuster, option D, must also have a specific license separate from that of a producer or agent. Question 14. Which of the following is true about Mississippi's law regarding the disclosure of policy information to applicants? A. Applicants must be provided with a full and clear disclosure of all policy exclusions and conditions at the time of application. B. Insurers may withhold information about policy exclusions until after the policy has been issued. C. Insurance agents are not required to explain policy exclusions if the policyholder does not ask about them. D. Only major exclusions must be disclosed to the policyholder and minor exclusions be omitted. Answer A. Applicants must be provided with a full and clear disclosure of all policy exclusions and conditions at the time of application. Explanation: Mississippi law requires that insurers provide clear and full disclosure of policy terms, including exclusions, at the time of application. This ensures that applicants understand the limitations of their coverage before purchasing a policy. Insurance agents are obligated to disclose all exclusions, just the major ones, option D. Withholding exclusions or conditions until after the policy is issued is against the law, option B. Agents must proactively explain exclusions to avoid misunderstandings, regardless of whether the client asks, option C. Question 15. What is the minimum bond amount required for an insurance agent to become licensed in Mississippi? A. $10,000. B. $50,000. C. $100,000. D. Mississippi does not require a bond for insurance agents. Answer A. $10,000. Explanation: in Mississippi, insurance agents are required to post a minimum bond of $10,000 as a condition for obtaining their license. This bond serves as a financial safeguard to ensure that the agent operates ethically and in compliance with state laws. The bond is meant to protect consumers in case the agent violates regulations or engages in fraudulent conduct. There is no higher bond amount, option B or C, and Mississippi does require a bond for agents, option D. Question 16. If an insurance policyholder in Mississippi is dissatisfied with the claim settlement offered by their insurer, which of the following steps should they take first? A. Immediately file a lawsuit against the insurer. B. Appeal the claim decision to the Mississippi Department of Insurance. C. Request a written explanation from the insurance company for the denial or low payout. D. Cancel their policy and seek a refund for any premiums paid. Answer C. Request a written explanation from the insurance company for the denial or low payout. Explanation: the first step for a policyholder who is dissatisfied with their claim settlement in Mississippi is to request a written explanation from the insurer. This will provide clarity on the insurer's reasoning for the claim decision and whether there were any misunderstandings or errors. If the policyholder remains dissatisfied, they can then file an appeal with the Department of Insurance, option B, or pursue legal action, option A. But requesting an explanation is the first step. Cancelling the policy and seeking refund, option D, does not address the immediate issue of the claim settlement. Question 17. Which of the following would likely cause an insurance policy to be considered void in Mississippi? A. The policyholder fails to make a premium payment after 30 days. B. The policyholder intentionally misrepresents material information on their insurance application. C. The insurer raises the policy premium after the policy is issued. D. The policyholder cancels the policy within the first 30 days. Answer: B. The policyholder intentionally misrepresents material information on their insurance application. Explanation: in Mississippi, an insurance policy can be considered void if the policyholder intentionally provides false or misleading information on their application, particularly if it pertains to material facts that affect the insurer's decision to issue the policy. Misrepresentation, option B, is basis for policy voidance, and insurers cancel policy if such fraud is discovered. Failing to pay premiums, option A, leads to policy lapse, not voidance. Insurers have the right to raise premiums, option C, within the guidelines set by law, and policyholders can cancel within 30 days without penalty, option D, but this does not void the policy. Question 18. In Mississippi, the reasonable and necessary standard applies to which aspect of an insurance policy? A. The amount of coverage provided to the policyholder. B. The exclusions listed in the policy. C. The conditions under which a claim can be denied. D. The payment of claims and the amount reimbursed. Answer: D. The payment of claims and the amount reimbursed. Explanation: in Mississippi, the reasonable and necessary standard applies to the payment of claims and reimbursement amounts. Insurers are required to pay claims for damages that are considered both reasonable and necessary for the repair or replacement of covered losses. The standard ensures that claim payments are not excessive and are in line with the actual loss suffered by the policyholder. This stamp does not apply directly to coverage limits, option A, exclusions, option B, or claim denial conditions, option C. Question 19. Which of the following best describes the flood exclusion in a standard homeowner's insurance policy in Mississippi? A. Flood damage is covered, but only if the homeowner has separate flood insurance policy. B. Damage caused by flooding is always covered in standard homeowners policy, regardless of location. C. Homeowners policies automatically include coverage for flooding if the home is located in flood zone. D. Flood damage is typically excluded and separate flood insurance policy is required for coverage. Answer: D. Flood damage is typically excluded and a separate flood insurance policy is required for coverage. Explanation: flood damage is generally excluded from standard homeowners insurance policies in Mississippi as well as in most other states. Homeowners who live in flood-prone areas, such as those in flood zones, are typically required to purchase a separate flood insurance policy to cover damage from flooding. Standard policies do not cover this. Option D. Flood coverage is not automatically included or included under certain conditions, options B and C. Question 20. Which of the following best defines an insurance binder in Mississippi? A. A written agreement between the policyholder and insurer that provides immediate coverage until the formal policy is issued. B. A document that confirms the insured's claim has been processed and paid. C. A formal policy document that outlines the coverage terms and conditions. D. A cancellation notice sent by the insurer when a policyholder fails to make premium payments. Answer: A. A written agreement between the policyholder and insurer that provides immediate coverage until the formal policy is issued. Explanation: an insurance binder is a temporary agreement between the insurer and policyholder that provides immediate coverage while the full policy is being processed and issued. It is typically used when the policyholder needs coverage before the formal policy is ready. It is not a cancellation notice, option D. Document confirming a claim payout, option B. It is also not the same as the policy document itself, option C, though it serves as a provisional substitute. Question 21. Under Mississippi law, how soon after a policyholder's death must the insurer begin paying the death benefit? A. Within 30 days. B. Within 60 days. C. Within 90 days. D. Within 120 days. Answer: B. Within 60 days. Explanation: Mississippi law mandates that insurers must begin paying the death benefit within 60 days of the policyholder's death. This allows beneficiaries to receive the benefits in a timely manner, assuming all necessary documentation has been submitted. Question 22. What is the maximum fine for an insurance company in Mississippi if it fails to file required financial reports by the due date? A. $1,000. B. $10,000. C. $50,000. D. $100,000. Answer: B. $10,000. Explanation: Mississippi law stipulates that an insurance company that fails to file required financial reports on time may face a fine of up to $10,000. This helps to ensure that insurers remain in compliance with state regulations and provide transparency to regulators. Question 23. Which of the following actions is not considered an unfair trade practice under Mississippi's Insurance Code? A. Making false statements about a competitor's policy. B. Offering a bribe to a policyholder to switch insurers. C. Using coercion or intimidation to induce an insurance contract. D. Sending an unsolicited insurance policy to a consumer. Answer: D. Sending an unsolicited insurance policy to a consumer. Explanation: Unsolicited insurance policies are generally not considered an unfair trade practice in Mississippi, though they may be subject to other regulations about marketing and solicitation. The other actions listed, A, B, and C, are explicitly prohibited under Mississippi's unfair trade practices law because they involve misrepresentation, coercion, or fraudulent behavior. Question 24. In Mississippi, which of the following can result in the suspension or revocation of an insurance agent's license? A. Failing to notify the insurer of policyholder's claim. B. Committing fraud or misrepresentation during the application process. C. Ignoring customer complaints about poor service. D. Raising premiums without following regulatory procedures. Answer: B. Committing fraud or misrepresentation during the application process. Explanation: Fraud or misrepresentation in the insurance application process is one of the most serious offenses an insurance agent can commit in Mississippi and can lead to suspension or revocation of their license. The other options, A, C, and D, may result in penalties or disciplinary action, but they are generally not as severe as fraud. Question 25. What is the maximum duration of time that an insurance company can legally delay the settlement of a claim in Mississippi? A. 30 days. B. 60 days. C. 90 days. D. There is no maximum duration. Answer: B. 60 days. Explanation: Under Mississippi law, insurers must settle claims promptly and no later than 60 days after receiving all necessary documentation. If a delay occurs beyond this period, the insurer may be in violation of state regulations. Question 26. Which of the following is true regarding the continuing education requirements for insurance agents in Mississippi? A. Insurance agents must complete 12 hours of continuing education every 2 years. B. Insurance agents must complete 24 hours of continuing education every 2 years. C. Continuing education is only required for agents who sell life insurance. D. There is no continuing education requirement for insurance agents in Mississippi. Answer: A. Insurance agents must complete 12 hours of continuing education every 2 years. Explanation: Mississippi requires insurance agents to complete 12 hours of continuing education every 2 years to maintain their license. This ensures that agents stay current with changes in laws, regulations, and insurance products. Question 27. In Mississippi, an insurer is required to pay a claim for damage caused by a fire under which of the following conditions? A. The fire was caused intentionally by the policyholder. B. The policyholder had not paid premiums in the last 60 days. C. The fire occurred after the policyholder had notified the insurer of a potential risk. D. The fire damage is covered under the policy and the premiums are current. Answer: D. The fire damage is covered under the policy and the premiums are current. Explanation: For a claim to be paid, the insurer must confirm that the damage is covered by the terms of the policy and that the policyholder's premiums are up to date. Fire damage is generally covered under a standard homeowner's policy unless the fire was intentionally set by the policyholder. Option A. Failure to pay premiums. Option B may cause a policy to lapse, would prevent coverage. Question 20. Which of the following is a requirement for an insurer to deny a claim under Mississippi's claims handling law? A. The insurer must provide a written explanation detailing why the claim is being denied. B. The insurer can deny claims without explanation if the claim is over $10,000. C. The insurer must wait 90 days before providing a denial notice. D. The insurer must conduct an independent investigation before denying a claim. Answer: A. The insurer must provide a written explanation detailing why the claim is being denied. Explanation: Mississippi law requires that when an insurer denies a claim, they must provide the policyholder with a written explanation that details the reasons for the denial. This ensures transparency and allows policyholders to understand why their claims were rejected and to appeal the decision if needed. Question 29. Which of the following is true about an insurance company's obligations to policyholders regarding policy renewal in Mississippi? A. An insurance company is obligated to automatically renew the policy unless the policyholder opts out. B. The insurer must notify the policyholder of non-renewal at least 45 days before the policy expires. C. An insurer can refuse to renew a policy without any notice if the policyholder has had multiple claims. D. An insurance company can automatically raise premiums upon policy renewal without notifying policyholder. Answer: B. The insurer must notify the policyholder of non-renewal at least 45 days before the policy expires. Explanation: in Mississippi, insurers are required to notify policyholders at least 45 days in advance if they do not intend to renew the policy. This provides the policyholder time to seek alternative coverage. Insurance companies cannot automatically refuse to renew a policy, option C, or raise premiums with notification, option D. Question 30. Which of the following best describes Mississippi's law on surplus lines insurance? A. Surplus lines insurance is automatically included in standard policies. B. Surplus lines insurance is only available to policyholders who meet high-risk criteria. C. Surplus lines insurance can be sold without license, but the insurer must have permit from the state. D. Surplus lines insurance can only be written by licensed insurers in Mississippi. Answer: B. Surplus lines insurance is only available to policyholders who meet high-risk criteria. Explanation: surplus lines insurance in Mississippi is designed for individuals or businesses that are considered too high risk for standard insurers. These policies are typically sold by brokers who are licensed to place business with surplus lines insurers. Surplus lines are not automatically included in standard policies, option A, and for high-risk policyholders, option B. Additionally, surplus lines insurers do not have to be licensed in Mississippi but must comply with state regulations, option C.